These trees are giant skeletons, a graveyard of enormous beasts. Bark is strewn about like human skin. It is a murderous cemetery. Moss and mushroom are rulers here. Leaves cover everything in sight. It will all return in a different form, but there seems to be a lot of death here. It may be winter, but there are far too many hollowed trees. Crackle, smush fills my ears as footstep follows footstep. The frozen ground of February is met with the warmth of spring. It remains cold and callous, but she is bending under the warmth of the sun. The small stream at the bottom of the ravine whispers across the valley. He says, "Slow down. Please notice that even I, the smallest of currents, cannot be stopped by solid ground. I wear down the obstinate earth." I stand, motionless, afraid that I may tear the tissue paper that is the cosmos. My feet feel like blocks of concrete and breathing like a locomotive. The stream's voice seems to be fading, and so I barrel down the path. The path is unused, and ice-covered snow is a meager form of traction. 10 feet away and my world is dropped. My hip hits the solid hubris, and the heel of my hand stretches out. Then prostrate, I mimic the once mighty oak beside me. The pain shooting from hip to brain to hip harkens my mortality. Infantile, I cry out to any force of deity that will answer. There is none, but I curse them anyway. I want a face, a voice, someone to blame, and I receive none. All I am gifted is the pain and joy of 24 years. Though at the point of impact there is not another soul for 2 miles. Not a single being heard my rage. There is nothing to prove in that moment, and I let go of my steel grasp on reality. And for that instant it feels as though I'm on Cape Canaveral seeing Apollo 11 take off. My ears are useless against these sound waves, miles above my human threshold. I feel the power of humanity in the form of rocket fuel, and then out of the deafening silence and whispered voice I hear, "Slow down." It can't be. Nothing but power and knowledge matter. There's nothing else, I scream. But my vocal cords wither like cooked spaghetti. Apollo 11 is up and in the atmosphere, a beauty to behold. I roll over and I am back on that godforsaken trail, laying on my side like a damned fool, staring at a stream. Are you done yet? Don't you see this valley? I nod. I did not make this valley because there is no I. Silence. A hush. Followed by the cry of a raven and the knocking of a woodpecker. I roll to my back and I see the aviary before me, tangled bough and resourceful vine filled with winged creatures. Effortlessly they are a beautiful circus, but performing for no man or woman. Warbler, titmouse, and cardinal paint the dreary sky as it begins to sprinkle, and my living, breathing history is laid before me. Just as cloud to rain, to valley, to stream, to tree, to bird, to ground, to sun, back to cloud again, so is birth to step, to voice to fall, to learn to scrape, to orgasm, to breathe, to raise, to fight, to resolve or not, to age, to grave. I am not so unlike this nature before me. In fact, I am this nature. The stream is constantly replenished and therefore can do great things over time. So I take the bleeding heel of my hand and raise myself from the dust. I carefully make my way back up the path, and at the top I wonder aloud. What was that? God? Hallucination? Nature? I receive no answer, though I am not brought to tears because I understand that I am connected. To what? The hell if I know. All I know is that it was something, and that's all I need to know, that I am. And that no amount of conflict or sorrow or pain can take that away from me. And as I limp back to my old Chevrolet, I review the same sad trees. This is only a season. I cannot disregard this pain and death. It is natural, and unhealthy parts die, only to make life. We are a cycle. We are a cycle. We are a cycle.